How's it going, everyone? I wanted to spend some time to talk about the new RocketToys wave of figures that was recently announced at China Joy about 3, maybe 4 weeks ago. So I'm a bit late to kind of talking about it just because I've been so busy with personal stuff, which I'll probably reveal later at some point. But yeah, my God, so many amazing figures that they have just revealed. Bleach, finally. A proper reveal on the Bleach figures. They announced they were doing Bleach a long time ago, and now not just one figure, not just two figures, but a couple of them that they've just revealed in one go at China Joy, and that was just incredible to see. I wish I could have been there to see them in person, but just seeing them, the photos online from community, especially in China, just posting stuff and then people posting it on I guess Western kind of channels like Twitter and whatnot. Really cool photos, really cool looking figures, incredible stuff. So you got Bleach, and then we've got even more Naruto ones, which rumors were going around and swirling and teasing as well, actually, in fact, some time ago, for a bunch of different characters. So again, several characters for that as well. And I think there was an announcement for another anime. I forgot the name, something Ghoul or something, Tokyo Ghoul, maybe, I can't remember, or maybe that was a different brand, I'm not sure. But yeah, most of this stuff I'm just kind of getting off of the collectorfreaks.com forum, which I am also a member of and post on there occasionally. So yeah, thanks to those guys, and thanks to Walter on there, who kind of shares a lot of the updates here. So I'm just going to share some of my opinions of what we've got so far, because there's just so many good things coming up. We'll start with Bleach first. Let's start with Bleach. Now, Bleach is an interesting one because we did have the third-party unlicensed figure maker of Game Toys, which I've covered one or two of their figures on my channel, and they had a very good Ichigo and Hollow Ichigo that came out some years ago, probably several years ago maybe now at this point, and they were really, really good figures. I only have the Hollow one, and it was great. I haven't fully unboxed it, but it's really good in box. And we have this view that they may have been the same company, for many reasons of just starting with the figures looking the same. But that aside, now official licensed figures with RocketToys, and these look incredible. So starting with Ichigo himself in his Shinigami outfit, and then his original weapon at the time. I think that's his original style one, or maybe second one. I don't know now, I can't remember, but it looks really, really good, really, really good, and it really looks like it lines up with everything else that they've done that's been released on the market so far with Naruto and even Sengoku Basara as well. So I just feel like these would just go so well in a massive display altogether. So Ichigo looks really good. We haven't got a lot of photos here anyway. I'm just getting photos from that forum, and I'm not really on the Facebook group, but Ichigo looks great. His sculpt looks amazing, the colors and outfit, all of that looks really good. I'm assuming they may give an option of seamless arms and jointed arms. Really can't see that much from his elbows, but potentially that's kind of what they've done with a couple of their other figures. So there's potential for this one here as well. But he looks really good. I don't really have much else to say other than he looks very, 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 very good. In the photo, you can kind of see the sheathed original Zanpakuto as well on the floor. So I guess he does come with that version as well. That's really cool. So then we can go on to other characters. So we've got Byakuya. Byakuya is the next character that's kind of come up on my pictures. So Byakuya looks very good as well. All of these guys are from the Gotei 13, right? So they look very good, all wearing very, very much the same outfit with their own kind of details or unique characteristics to them. Byakuya probably has the number on the back. I think he's number 12. I can't remember correctly, but he looks very good. I like that he's got the, what do you call the stuff on his head? The accessories, the hair accessories looks really good. The 3 bangs coming out. The details on this guy look very good. The expressions on his face are also pretty good as well. He has a very kind of blank or very serious look to him, that, someone who's not undeterred from anything. We only get to see the hilt of the Zanpakuto coming from his waist, which looks very good. And it looks like it's neatly done. The displays look really good. The display poses are just really kind of, nothing super dynamic, but they just really show the figure nicely for what you want to see. So he's looking amazing as well, as the details on him look very, very good. We'll go on to Rangiko Matsumoto, I think it is. The elephant in the room, yes, she's well endowed. So that's a detail that they haven't missed. Hard to miss that detail. Otherwise, though, sculpt again, it looks incredible. Head sculpt looks very, very good. The eyes look she looks like a heavy mascara. I feel like maybe that can be toned down a bit. We've got 2 photos of that One on the pedestal looks okay with the bust, but the one on the actual main figure looks like it's heavy mascara on that one. So I think maybe there is a difference, actually. To be honest, I forgot the like real details of her later on in the series, if maybe that's an actual thing that happens to her. But it looks pretty good otherwise. The outfit again is whole Gote 13 style. She's got the unique sash on hers, and the number 10 with the flower, I think it's a lily or something, on her as well. So not too much to be seen in terms of, again, dynamic poses and such, but again, the kind of consistency and the quality of the head sculpt and the outfit is very, very, very positive to see. Let's move on to one of my favorites that I'm really hyped about, because he's one of my favorite characters, is Hitsugaya Toshiro. So he looks great. He, again, similar outfit and all of that. I think he was he's not number 13, is he? I can't remember what number, maybe 11. He looks great. I love his head. I love his hair sculpt. His hair is just super cool. I love like the figures that have come in the past. I've got, which one have I got still? I'm contemplating selling it, but it's the Play Arts one. I've got Play Arts of him from many years ago. Really cool head sculpt. But here, yeah, also equally good head sculpt. Much higher quality is going to be because it's RocketToys. Love the facial expression that they've got him with there. He just looks really good. The photos that I have at hand, there is another head sculpt beside him, but can't really see it much. But he looks very, very, very good. Actually, he's number 10, right? Because he's the captain, and then isn't Rangiko not a captain? She's like sub-captain. I can't remember. But anyway, Toshiro looks amazing. Can't wait to see more of him, especially once he's got his sword out. The Zanpakuto sword out would be great. Man, too early to say, but imagine if they did the kind of post timeline thing, or further along, where he's kind of got the whole dragon wings, ice dragon wings, and all of that stuff. That would be so cool. But at the same time, wouldn't want them to do it too soon, because they're just doing so many great figures and so many ones that I want to pick up. So yeah, let's just stagger these out. Then we also have Ulquiorra. Ulquiorra, I think, is the only one that they revealed so far from, was it the Vizards again? I forgot their name. My favorite was personally Grimmjow. I really like Grimmjow. So him and Toshiro Hitsugaya are probably my two favorite characters from Bleach. So I'm looking forward to if they do him. But Ulquiorra, I know, is very popular with a lot of Bleach fans. He looks very good as well. He just looks incredible. Really nice white outfit he's got on. Again, you see the hilt of his sword, which looks amazing as well. The guard looks very good on that one. And then, yeah, of course, he's got the skull, half skull on his head as well, which looks very, very good. Overall, the Bleach stuff from the limited photos that I've got anyway to hand without scouring the internet too much, very good stuff. I'm super hyped for what's coming out for Bleach. These are really cool characters to start off with. I think they didn't start with Naruto, so maybe it's semi-surprising that they started with Ichigo for Bleach. Maybe they would have just skipped ahead, skipped him for the time being. I don't know who else I would want to see. I mean, Rukia would be good. Rukia would kind of make a lot of sense, given that we've got Ichigo as well, and Rukia is quite important, especially in the first part. So that would be really good to see. Actually, I would have preferred her over Byakuya, potentially, just because I think one extra female character would have been good. Hitsugaya, I'm very happy that they're going with him. Release dates of all of these, by the way, are completely unknown, but what we see, potentially this could be one of the first wave that comes out, subject to any delays and such. But I'm glad that Hitsugaya is coming. I would personally love to see Grimmjow. As I mentioned, he's one of my favorite Bleach characters. I think if we saw a hollow Ichigo again, that would be cool. It could be interesting. Or even, was it the Zangetsu in basically the human form, right? That would be an interesting one for them to do. I don't think they would do it potentially, but they do like to surprise us. RocketToys have done some surprise kind of characters, so who knows? That there's a lot of options for the Bleach one. Oh man, Kenpachi would be so popular. Imagine that guy. He's so tall as well, so brand new body for him that they'd probably have to do. A lot of work probably for that guy, and his Zanpakuto is all broken, right? So, or like jagged edges, so that would be really cool to see how that looks in a figure in this style as well. So I'm really hyped, really looking forward to potentially what they can do. Man, if they could do Kenpachi as a double set, right? Kenpachi and the little girl, I forgot her name, together, because they're always paired together, so it only makes sense to put them together. surely, right? Not sell them separately. That would be an interesting kind of set, a bit like the Sasori one from Naruto, which is Sasori and the puppet, which looks incredible. So that would be an interesting one. Kenpachi, I think, would make an interesting choice. Furthermore, I think we've got Renji as another fantastic potential choice, especially because of his extending sword and how they could do that. I'd be very interested to see the creative way that they can do that, because if they again referencing Sasori with the belly, functioning belly with the rope in that, I wonder how they would do for Renji with his extending Zanpakuto. That would be very cool to see. Yeah, I can just imagine it. That would be cool. There's so many great characters that they can pick from Bleach, so I'm very, 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 very glad that they're doing it. They've done amazing stuff so far. These look incredible as well. I don't think I'll get many of them, to be honest, just because life's a bit different these days. I can't really spend all my money on toys, but I would certainly try to get at least Hitsugaya, and then maybe one additional. I'm not sure yet, but fingers crossed. Maybe I'll get rich and then I can, pick up more of these amazing looking figures. That's Bleach. Let's now move on to the continuation of the Naruto lines. So now we talk about the Naruto figures, which, if you haven't been paying attention, the RocketToys Naruto wave of figures have so far been incredible. So incredible. I've only got maybe half of the ones released so far. The more recent ones like Deidara and Kisame I've skipped, unfortunately. But Sasori, I've mentioned him a couple of times in this video. He's one of the more recent ones at the time of doing this video, and he looks incredible. You get Sasori and the puppet. They've done incredible amounts of detail to that figure that I'm just like, why did I pass it? I mean, I know why I passed on buying it, but I wish I didn't have to pass on buying it. He looks incredible. Now at China Joy, just like Bleach, they revealed a few different characters coming to this line as well. If it hasn't been aware to some of you guys collecting, they do want to do all of the Akatsuki members. So that's continuing. That's great news for those trying to collect all of those guys, because that's a lot of money. Now we've got Pain, Konan, I think it was Konan, that's her name, the lady. And then who was the other one that we got? Pain is the main one, I think. And then we've also got non-Akatsuki members, which is going to be, drum roll please, it's Naruto. Actually, they're doing Naruto as well as Sasuke, in fact. And then they are doing Obito in 2 different forms and flavors, as well as the 4th Hokage, Namikaze Minato, which is one of my favorite characters, alongside Hatake Kakashi, which has already been done. So I'm super hyped for the 4th Hokage. That's the one I really am super keen on trying to pick up. Out of all of them, is probably going to have to be that one. So let's kind of talk about some of the photos that we've seen so far. Now, just like the Bleach stuff, this is all from Collector Freaks forum. I haven't scoured the internet too much for this because just been a bit lazy and haven't had time. So starting with Naruto, we've got Sage mode here. So it's not just Kid Naruto, though that would be cool, but I think they're just kind of skipping the first arc at this point. So we've got Sage mode Naruto, and so the Sage mode has the red flame robes, which look really good in this. SH Figure Arts have done one in the past as well, which reminds me, I do need to unbox my one. But this looks really good. The robe looks incredible. The orange jumpsuit underneath looks like it's got really good details, and then you've got the scroll on the back, which seems to have a nice kind of velvety looking silk texture from very limited photo that I've got right here. But overall, this looks very good indeed. He's got a very the expression on him, the head sculpt looks very good. I'm liking what I see from the hair. Looks nice. The shading on the hair looks good. The band with the sway of the band itself, and then the eyes and whiskers, and just the overall expressions look great. And that's something I love about RocketToys, is their face and head sculpts are just so good, man. Just so good. I just love what they do. Like, bringing these anime figures and video game figures to life is just something that they're very good at doing. So this is no different with Naruto here. He looks very good. He's got a really cool base. He's got the QB seal as his base, which is great to see. The base that we've seen with some of the others that have released have been reflective of the character itself, is also on theme. So for example, you have the number or the kanji for the Itachi and Kisame, for example. So here, Naruto having the seal is a very cool detail for that one. I mean, it's just the base, but it's a very cool detail. Another photo that we have is of him sitting and meditating, which looks very good. Gives us a very clear view of the posability of this. Either is posing the way it's been posed, or it's separate body part. That bit is unclear at the moment, but it's good to know that this is an option in some way. And if you look closely, he's sitting on the scroll, which means the scroll is either open, like it can open, or there's another version of it, like an attachment. Again, not very clear from the photos that I've just got. Overall though, this guy looks very good so far. There was another photo that just came out quite recently, actually, and that one is more of a promo photo that I think just leaked from this guy called Toy Armor. I'm not sure if that's a Chinese user or not, but thanks Toy Armor for the updated photos. This one, he's got the 2 Rasengan equipped on him and in a striking pose or lunging pose, so that looks pretty good. It's the same facial expression that we saw on the display at China Joy, but now we know he also comes with twin Rasengan, so that's very cool to see. So overall, liking what I see with Naruto so far. I don't mind that it's Sage mode at this stage, but I think some people maybe would have preferred either the young one or a plain one, or maybe was it 6 paths, whatever number paths version. So maybe that's something that will come later on. I have a feeling that one has been teased, but don't quote me on that. So far so good with Naruto, that's for sure. Now moving on to Sasuke, he looks very good from what we can see so far. I'm not sure if there's 2 versions of Sasuke or 1, so I'm going to talk about it as just one. Let's just assume there's just one, but there's just a couple of displays. So you've got the Susanoo purple effect part around him, which again, I don't know if they're included. I'm going to assume they are included because of how kind of detailed they look. It doesn't look like it's going to be something that is just kind of, I don't know, for display only. And besides, RocketToys do include some really cool option parts as well, so I'm gonna assume Sasuke comes with it. Now Sasuke looks very good indeed so far. Of note though, he also comes not just with his Sharingan, the kind of weird enhanced version that he's got with the more kind of Mangekyo, more points, more kaleidoscope looking one, but also the Rinnegan as well. So he comes with that, which is very cool, a very nice addition to this. Not surprising, but still very cool. Photos are a little bit grainy for this guy, but from what we can see, his outfit looks on point. He's got the sash around him, which I'm not sure from the photos if it's a real rope or kind of a real rope with kind of a starched element or plastic, don't know yet, or rubber, but he looks very good. He's got a couple of different facial expressions. One is with the bleeding eye, which is a cool addition to have. Probably going to have very limited uses of that one, but it's still nonetheless very cool that he's got that one. And I don't think he's got his sword properly visible in some of the photos. You can barely see it in one of them, just he's got it equipped, but I'm sure that will be pretty good as well. It'd be nice if it's going to be a lightweight kind of or metallic painted sword, or in good quality, a bit like how they did for Sengoku Basara. If it's like that, then it'd be great. If it's just plastic, cheap plastic, then I'm not going to be as thrilled about it. So that's just something, a little personal thing I'm kind of curious to see. Really minor thing as well, curious to know if he's got a real working zipper. I think it is a real zipper on his top. It's super minor. You might be thinking, wow, why are you complaining about a zipper? But I just like him. It just adds extra detail that I think just really helps. It's something that I think Kakashi, I think maybe some other previous figure was missing, and then they added it for Hinata, and I really enjoyed it. I just thought it amplified the figure just that little bit extra to for me personally. But otherwise, yeah, Sasuke looks very good. I'm not sure if I'll pick it up. I do like it. It looks very, very good, but there's just so many other things coming out. This wave is looking incredible so far. Now we'll move on to a couple of new announcements, which I actually forgot about. Let's start with Jiraiya. Jiraiya is a very interesting one because, again, I do not know if they are doing 2 separate versions of Jiraiya or one with many option parts. Now, what we can see in the photo here is we've got regular version, and then we've got the head sculpt, or even hands and feet, into the more frog or toad version with the grandpa, granddad, grandma frogs on his shoulders as well, which is very cool. It looks very goofy. It's just how he is in the anime and manga, but that is very cool to see them actually bring that to life in this figure. I think it might actually be one figure and that's part of his accessory pack. That's my assumption, because it doesn't feel like there's need to sell them as 2 separate SKUs, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. What we've seen though, glimpse wise, very good looking figure. Once again, hair and head sculpt look so good. Of course, the outfits look great as well. There's really nice details on the outfit, so absolutely loving what I'm seeing so far. This is a new figure. They have not done Jiraiya before, and it looks like no one's really had 2 versions I say, except Naruto, which we're going to go back to, because Naruto does have 2 versions. So we just quickly spoke about the Sage mode one, correct? Now let's talk about the damaged version. So there is a battle damaged version of the guy coming out. So battle damaged Naruto, similar sort of base, but the main thing about him is his outfit is completely battle damaged, a lot of wear and tear on them, literally wear and tear on them, and different kind of facial expressions. This though, I do wonder if it's all a pack-in. Very unlikely, super unlikely. I believe the kind of SKU breakdown that came out on that forum and probably on Chinese communities was that it's going to be a second or sold separately version of the guy, which is slightly disappointing, I guess, but I can understand why they do that if it's such a big change. But I don't know, it might be something that some people would decide they don't want the battle version and they'll prioritize the Sage mode. I can see that already happening. Nonetheless though, it does look like a very cool figure. I like the kind of wear and tear that they are going for with this, like the torn bits on the cuffs of his pants and the what do you call it, the jacket as well. And then it's an open jacket too. Does it have a real working zipper? I hope they do it just for me. But he looks pretty good. I think he looks very, very good, but I can see why people would skip on it. But let's skip again Naruto and go to another new character that they're doing, Obito. Yep, Obito is coming out. They previewed him very nicely. Again, I don't know if there's 1 version or 2 versions of this guy, because there's one that's got the mask and battle damage mask, and then there's one with everything kind of equipped. He looks very, very, very cool as well. And this is probably second to Minato for me that I would really want. He looks so good. I'm super, super interested in this guy. He's got a really cool outfit. Of course, it's quite simple with the kind of purple, but it's so cool looking. He's got the cool mask on. His fan weapons is kind of here or there, not just something I really like, but it's cool. Yeah, he just looks super, super good. The other version, though, is with the torn right sleeve, and then that is the one I'm not sure if it's just a swappable part or a completely separate figure. I think I remember reading is two figures for him, 2 separate figures for him, 2 separate figures for Naruto, 2 separate figures for 4th Hokage, which, speaking of, going back to 4th Hokage, sorry for the jumping around, it's just because my gallery is out of order, but 4th Hokage has a version with younger version as a Jonin. Is it a Jonin again? I can't remember. With the green vest. So there's that version, and then there's the Hokage version. As far as I know, actually, let me correct that. I think it's basically Hokage version and then the revived version. So Hokage one, you can take off the robe and then you'll get the one with just the green jacket, and then he's, okay, you consider he's younger, right? But then the other one is the damaged version, which has the revived version, where he's got the revived face, revived eyes. If you don't remember, spoilers, he does get revived. So I think these two are going to be sold separately as well. So regular Hokage, 4th Hokage, and then the revived version. That's something I think I read as well. So man, so much money. But still, he looks very good as well. I don't know what additional parts he would come with. I can't recall what unique stuff he had in the manga. Let me know what you think he could potentially come with as additional extras in his release. Very briefly speaking about the female character whose name I completely forgot. I think it's Konan. Something with K. She looks pretty decent so far. I've only got 1 photo of her with the wings already attached, so that's going to be her part, I guess, included as a pack-in. But hair looks very good. She's got the rose flower in her hair. I don't see a lot at the moment because of the photo, but I assume it's going to be a very, very gorgeous head sculpt, just like the other figures that they've done. So I have no doubts and no concerns there. I think they're going to nail this one quite well. And she's actually not a very difficult or complex character. She's not a Sasori, for example. Just kind of normal human being with wings and then slightly different kind of outfit underneath, because it's probably more similar to what Hinata had underneath versus, I don't know, just a plain t-shirt. But they did show that, so let's just see kind of how she turns out. Not really a character I have much affinity with or really enjoyed, but I'm sure there are some people that are gonna want her just to complete the collection, or they may have just enjoyed the character as well. So that's that. Remember, for the Akatsuki, fleshing out that kind of group. And then it leaves us then to talk about Pain, another Akatsuki member. Pain, super popular character. looks incredible. Now, I think the love for Pain is a bit overblown. Personally, I've always felt that he's there's too much love for this guy. I never really saw why. Cool looking character, but he looks like Naruto, right? But this figure, my God, I think there's two versions of him too. I could be wrong there, but dang, this guy looks so good. I am just so happy that this guy looks incredible. I mean, again, I don't love the character as much as some people do, but I've just got to admit, this guy looks super good. He does speaking of the damaged version first, so he's got a seamless body, which is good to see. I think so. Then that's going to be a separate version, and then the one where he doesn't, the non-damaged version is going to probably be a jointed version. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be the case here. So if you want both, good luck. The robe obviously is damaged. On the damaged one, it's torn and then it's dirty. Other one is a nice pristine robe. You've got beautiful head sculpts on all of them with the what do you call the the tuning fork, sort of the things in his head, right, all over his body and his nose, and the piercings and stuff. Looks very good. He's got unique eyes, right, because he had the Rinnegan, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Keep an eye out for this guy as well. So Pain is looking super impressive so far, and I think Pain fans, you guys are, yeah, don't sleep on this Pain. Don't sleep on this Pain. Now I believe that is basically all the figures that were properly revealed at China Joy, and man, I wish I could have gone to China Joy one day. I'm gonna have to make my way down to one of these Chinese kind of events, because they're just so many cool announcements there. I am so thrilled, by the way, for RocketToys getting these revealed finally. A lot of hype has been kind of an anticipation for Bleach in particular, because we hadn't seen anything in such a long time. We had some teasers for Ulquiorra, so this is really great to see Ulquiorra and more. I feel like they've gone above and beyond with the reveals of Bleach, and then of course Naruto as well. I think they've gone above and beyond there, because even though it's been a strong line, successful line, who knew that they were going to release or reveal so many new characters as well. That then obviously leads to a very painful financial situation for some of us. For me personally, things have changed in my life a bit, so I can't afford to keep buying many, if any, of these figures. Maybe one so often, maybe one in a year type of thing, and so I have to be very choosy with who and what I buy, and not just for these beautiful, gorgeous Rocket toy figures, but figures in general, actually, because I do collect across the hobbyverse, so not just RocketToys. I do collect Metal Build Gundams and SH Figure Arts and whatnot. Specifically though, for these RocketToys, just so I can share my opinion on, say, the Bleach ones, and so far of the new reveals in Naruto, my personal favorites so far are going to be Bleach first. Is going to be Hitsugaya. I really think it looks amazing. Can't wait to see more of that. And Ichigo. I think Ichigo looks very good. Of course, he's a title character, but I think he looks very good. And after the Game Toys one, you got to have a good one for Ichigo, I think. So those two are my favorites for those. And I'm very, highly anticipating what they do afterwards as well, because there's Gote 13, so you got 13 characters to pick from there, as well as all the support characters like Inoue and whatnot. And then you've got the new wave of Naruto figures. My favorite from these, it's actually quite tough. I'm super biased towards the fourth Hokage, but the Obito one also looks very good. And Naruto, actually, surprisingly, Sage Mode Naruto looks actually surprisingly super good. Pain as well. Man, this is, oh my god, and Jiraiya. This is a tough one. If I had to pick just one to buy, I think I'll go with fourth Hokage, because I just love that character. He might not necessarily be, I think he's equal with Obito with the figure look, but because he's a good guy and I like the character, I think that's the one I would pick up. And in fact, that's probably the one I would pick up out of all of these waves, including Bleach. The fourth Hokage is the one I'll probably end up picking as my pickup for the, a limited range of figure pickups that I can do currently. What are your thoughts on these? I've spoken a long time and given my thoughts on each one of these figures. What are your thoughts? Are you hyped for these releases? Are these characters fit for you? Are you anticipating more? Or going to wait out for the characters that you really like, save your money for them? Remember, these guys cost $250 plus each character. The kind of shipping and stuff for US folks is going to change things drastically. It's always changing, so it could be $300 plus actually. So they're not cheap by any means, We've got all of these reveals happening in one go. Pre-orders do get staggered, so hopefully it won't be hit too much, but still, you're looking at a couple of figures per year. So a lot of money either way. What are your thoughts on these guys? Who do you want to see next? Who do you want to get revealed from Rocket Toys? Is there another IP that you want them to do? Because now they've got Bleach, Naruto, Sengoku Basara. Personally, I would love to see them do Final Fantasy. That's what I want to see. Final Fantasy, do that one. And Kingdom Hearts. Mate, Kingdom Hearts, if they love Akatsuki here, they'd have a field day with Organization 13 for Kingdom Hearts. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine what they would do with Kingdom Hearts? Man. And then Sora's forms. Oh my god. I could keep talking for a long time on Rocket Toys. They're easily some of my favorite toys in my collection so far. Incredible stuff. And I hope you guys are also enjoying it if you picked it up. And if you're saving up, continue saving. It's worth it. Save up for that one favorite character of yours. Totally worth it. You will not be disappointed at the kind of detail that they pack into these characters per toy, per figure. It's really incredible stuff. Very, very, very cool stuff. Check out my channel though for a couple of Rocket Toys that have come out before, including Kakashi, Hinata, Madara I haven't done yet. I do own it, but I haven't done it, and Itachi, which was the first one. So do check those out. And hopefully, yeah, fingers crossed in the future, things change for me where I will be able to pick up a bit more of these figures, because I really am genuinely interested in getting hands on with these. It's just, yeah, they're very expensive at the moment, and life is all a bit expensive these days. But I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm super hyped. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm super, 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 super hyped.